All right, just turned on my microphone. Hey, hey. Good. How are you, Project Wolf? Good to see you here. Gonna be cooking, doing some things in the kitchen, so thought I'd have you guys along for the ride. Yep. Holy sweet Jesus, good God. Let's see. I'm just doing some prep stuff. I want to make some prep just to have some food for the next 2-3 days or something like that. The boys eat a lot of food. So, let's see. Who needs Christmas when this is happening? All right. Well, I'm glad you think it's Christmas. All right, let's see. I guess you guys. Oh, the meal prep? Yeah. We do a lot of keto in this house, keto cooking, so that's a lot of high fat protein meals. So these are not organic recipes. I'm just not in the budget for all organic. We don't have that kind of a budget. Let's see. Looking for the bacon bits. Because with any good burger, didn't stick tougher than it seems. Yeah, giving up carbs is pretty tough. But bread is good. I know. Trust me, hey, I am Asian and I love my rice, but I know what my rice does to me. So I gotta be limited on rice and rice noodles and spring roll wraps and all that kind of stuff. I gotta limit myself. So. Spice cabinet has a lot. I actually do quite a bit of cooking these days because I have 3 males. We have 3 males that live in the house, so eating out a ton is not in the budget. Doesn't being Asian give you superpowers against rice and carbs? I don't know. That would be nice, you know? That would be nice. Let me see. a decent amount of parchment paper. Gotta get a lot of the B vitamins in, so the nutritional yeast flakes are great. Oh, you know what? I go to the dollar store for this stuff. This steakhouse seasoning. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we can get it anywhere, but obviously at the dollar store, it's $1, so. How amazing. How amazing the legend is. Ah, thanks. Appreciate that. Let's see. But I like extra black pepper, so I'm gonna get, usually steak seasoning has, you know, salt, garlic, black pepper, crushed red pepper. Okay, so I need to get some onion powder into this. I like minced onions. I like some kind of chopped onion in it. I like my bacon bits. This is all prep, like I said. It just kind of sits in the fridge, and then all the boys cook it, so I don't have to cook every time. They cook it as they need, and it's pretty easy. Yeah, the dollar store seasoning's the bomb. Okay, let me go get the other. I'm almost out of this. I know I have another one in my dollar store bag in the pantry. Be right back. Actually, let me show you guys. When I go to the dollar store, I load up on a bunch of seasonings, and it's fantastic. It's $1 because you know what? Black pepper, even at the cheapest place like a Walmart grocery store, this thing can be like $3 or $4 or $5. So at a dollar store, I'm getting, you know, 3 or 4 times the amount or the value, I guess. Got some cayenne. This is a big bottle of cayenne. Some garlic powder. But let me look for, I hope I bought more steak seasoning. I usually load up. Yep. Here it is for $1 versus like $4 or $5 at the grocery store. Let's see if I have any more, so I can make sure I write it on my grocery list in case. Alright, I have one more before I need to go back and get more. But yeah, I get like minced garlic there, all that kind of stuff. More onion powder. Cool. Pretty good. So we're not 100% keto, but we do our best. You're ready for end times. Go to the place. I am. You know, ever since COVID happened and all this hoarding shit, I have to admit there are things that I obviously hoard. And yeah, I got into this really crazy survivalist thing and started getting like, you know, seasonings, cooking stuff, propane gas, all kinds of emergency stuff. So yeah, I'll be right back. Dog some dog treats. He's chomping at the bit. I'm just gonna toss him over the counter. The toilet paper thing, yeah. Well, better to be prepared than not in the end. Okay, yep. Wash my hands. Those hands good before cooking starts. Prepping and cooking. Alright, let me see. Gotta make sure paper towels are around. Yeah. The Europeans probably don't have to think much about that, or those that use, or the Japanese, or those that use a bidet. You know, they're probably like, the fuck you hoarding toilet paper for? Why don't you guys use a bidet system like we do? I have personally never used a bidet. I have sat on a toilet that has had a bidet, but I've never personally used it, so I don't know. But I know people swear it is much cleaner than toilet paper. But hey, I like my baby wipes. Yeah, there's plenty to look at. That's funny. French, hey, isn't Star? On French, and bidets are not commonly used over there. So you guys use toilet paper there too? So maybe, okay, so maybe, what parts of Europe use the bidet, I guess? All right. So normally, this is a 3-pound one, and that's what Walmart ended up giving me. Like I said, we're on a Walmart budget, and I usually like to get the 5-pound. I know, it sounds crazy, but when you have 3 males that live in the house, you got to have a lot of ground beef. So the 5 pounds are a little bit thicker, and then like I follow the lines, and they just come out like really thick, and they're like, I make them like half-pound burgers because otherwise they're just wimpy little burgers, and the boys end up eating 2 of them. So I just make it so that it fits on the pan easier, makes life easier. All right, let's go for this. So in this case, since I got the 3, they delivered me, I got the grocery pickup, and they delivered me a 3-pound instead of a 5-pound. I gotta make them a little thicker and flatten them out a little bit more. So tell them to start hunting, pull their own weight, right? I mean, yeah, we have some weapons in the house that would be used very nicely for hunting. And that's one of the things with the survival thing. I was thinking about going to get into hunting and all that kind of stuff. All right, guys. So let's see. We have 3 pounds here. We need half-pound burgers. So we should get 6 patties out of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, these lines are not marked perfectly, so I'm going to have to go in between these lines. So I'm going to put some parchment paper down so they don't stick in between. And I like to put them in these pans instead of like a plate, because if you put them on a plate, they kind of bleed all over the plate and into the fridge and stuff like that, and becomes a mess. So if you have something that has a little, of course, wall, that's better. Just give the smallest to the weakest child. The weakest child happens to be, well, I don't know if they're weak, but my 13-year-old, he beats up on his 20-year-old brother, but I mean, I think the 20-year-old kind of lets him have his way, so you don't want to beat up on his 13-year-old brother. Let's see. It's going to be, yeah, that'll suffice. Got to make sure it fits into that 8x8 pan. But yeah, lately our 13-year-old has been like, man, he is eating the same size burgers as his brother. Okay, let me see. These have to be thick, so if we only get 5 out of them, that's okay. These are going to be, yeah, big burgers, right? It's only for now, exactly. Maybe we'll get, let's see. I think I need to make these pretty big. So we may only get, yeah, let's see. One, two, three, four, five. Yep. We'll only get like 5, I think. The last burger is going to be pretty big. Yep. So we'll get 5 burgers out of these. Just pop them out of here. Yeah, these are gonna, I'm not kidding. These need to be big boys. Big boys. I got my oldest son. He's 6'5". The 20-year-old. He is 6'5". So, he eats. This is why we cannot go organic. Those are not burgers. Those are just meatloaves on bread. Yeah. Yeah. So, can you imagine? Like, this is... He'll probably have, like, 1.5 to 2 of these per meal. So I'm just prepping. Gotta prep. These boys are gonna be like hungry. And truthfully, I was gone for 10 days. I was in Moab, Utah, which is like my second home. Moab, Utah for part of the time. On a girls' trip with my best friend from high school, from childhood, my childhood best friend. And so we were in Utah, and that's one of my favorite places in the world to just do touristy stuff and go up into the Canyonlands and Arches National Park and do some hiking and viewing and just stuff like that. I just love it. I go like twice a year. And so did that. And then also then headed over to Vegas, which is where she lives, in the Henderson, Vegas area. And then Nick flew out and hung out with me, and we went to the Strip and stayed at Planet Hollywood for a few nights. And it was a pretty fucking awesome trip. We spent time with her some more, with my other friend. And he was out there, and it was an awesome trip. And then I drove back. I'm a solo car camper, if you guys don't know that. So, yeah, I do solo car camping and road trips and stuff like that. Vegas is a blast. You know, you just kind of have to mind your P's and Q's. We didn't really drink while we were there. I'm not a big drinker. It doesn't really do anything for me except make me sick if I have too much. So I didn't drink. But the whole point of us we weren't gambling. I wanted to take McSniper for the first time to go see the different Vegas hotels. And so we did that. Hold on. And yeah, so Vegas hotels for McSniper and foodies. So we went to several different restaurants that we had not been to before. So that was pretty awesome. All right, so we're gonna look at these burgers. Check that. Even after I pat it down, that to me is a good burger. See, the one thing I'll tell you about In-N-Out, I like In-N-Out. I like Shake Shack. But these little 4-ounce burgers, I need like about 5 of them. Okay? 4 or 5 of them. And that's pre-cooking, 4 to 5 ounces that they use, pre-cooked. So by the time they're done cooking it, you know it's gonna shrink down. And so it's like, you know, I like burgers like this, you guys. And so do my boys. So, you know, yeah, they're little meatloaves, but I mean, honestly, you know, if you get a slice of meatloaf, isn't it about this, like, you know, it's like this, right? Or Something like that. So I think a burger should be like that. Okay, so I'm just going to get it down, and then we're going to add the seasonings, and then we're going to add, yeah. So my steakhouse seasoning, which has all the goodies, like I said, onion, garlic, salt and pepper, some other miscellaneous bad natural ingredients that they list in there. Okay, so we always put bacon bits on top of here too, so when we cook them, okay, that one's almost done. I like to clean up as I go along too. I'm one of those. I don't always clean up at the end. I like to do it as I go along, just so I don't have to deal with it at the end. Okay. Come on. As long as we had fun. That's kind of insane you need that much. Kudos that they will eat it all. Oh yeah, they'll eat it all. They'll eat it all. Everything is bad nowadays and canceled. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm not the only one who cleans while cooking. Yep. I don't know. It just drives me crazy to like have the mess to deal with at the end. You know, when you're done cooking, it's like, I want to be done. I want to be done cooking. I don't want to be like dealing with the dishes after I'm like tired and like, I'm like done. Hi babe, how was your workout? Good. You must have seen I was streaming, right? Okay. What'd you do today at the gym?
Leg day.
Leg day?
Yeah.
Joe, did you do cardio or just legs? It's probably funny.
Both, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, I can't move.
I'm gonna struggle going up those stairs.
Yeah. Well, then that's a good sign. Dollar Store has like serious steakhouse seasoning, you guys. Check this out. I'm gonna put it in my hands. Put it up to the camera. Like, look how big these like pieces are on here. Like, that is some serious. That's some big pieces. Thank you. Spend 5 hours cooking the damn thing. Just want to eat it. Right. Don't want to deal with it afterwards. Okay, so the other ones didn't seem to get enough of the big. Just since it kind of fell to the bottom. I've thought about playing that video, but the audio portion of it, babe, on the stream here, because I just really want to talk about it.
Talk about what?
That video you sent me.
Oh, okay.
I really want to talk about it because obviously the majority here is our male viewers. And I just want to get their perspective on it, but I so wholeheartedly agree with, who is that person? What's his name?
I don't know their names, but they run a podcast called Fit and Fresh.
How did you come across them?
Drexel.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I'm going to subscribe to these guys because that guy, the main guy, he is a really good communicator. And man, was he just like so on point. I was like, damn. I was almost like saying the things and then he said it. And it's so funny that I didn't even watch the whole video and you and I were talking about it. And then I would see it and he would talk about it. And I was like, dang. I was like, I need to do this. Yes, you're right. Probably for women because I wasn't that girl, but I probably had that perspective. Like she's vocal about it, but I never was vocal about it.
Yeah.
But I probably had some I know I had some stupid perspectives like that. And, so it's like I put in the comments that if she was in a real life relationship situation, she probably wouldn't even stand for what she's talking about, being this independent woman. She probably would not have any idea. She's clueless. And yet she's speaking, I feel like she's speaking on something based on what she's been taught, but not real life experience in being in an actual relationship with a man.
It's possible she probably grew up with a single parent, which was probably her mom, and then was probably taught this through college.
Yeah, or true. That, I mean, I think the single mom thing is a bit, yeah, that's very, very true. A single mom that was hurt.
Yeah.
So let's be very specific.
Yeah.
A single mom that was probably hurt by a man,
Right.
and so she's speaking from like what most of us do. Our parents tell us, you know, like my mom would say, you know, don't ever rely on a man and this and that. When now in our relationship, I rely very much on Nick financially, and Nick's the
Well, more than that.
yeah, financially, but you're the caregiver, provider, and of course that didn't come until later in our relationship. So we got a chance to really know each other and develop our relationship, not based on a financial need.
We had a chance to develop our relationship through trust.
Through trust, bonding, understanding, acceptance,
Yeah.
kindness, compassion, love, all these other generosity,
Exactly.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, see, bigger the better. Wait, what are in trouble for now? Oh, got an adult meeting. I'll be back soon. Okay. I'm not saying anything about guys being in trouble. I actually am really on. I have a lot of males in my life for a reason, and I have a lot of compassion for you guys. And I think that you guys are really being shot at right now, you know, and this whole independent female thing. I loved what he said about interdependent relationships. Oh, I know.
Okay.
I'm just like, I didn't care.
All
Oh,
right.
like, I don't care.
Hey, fair enough.
Nick's pointing out that I'm braless today, and did I realize that? And I was like, yeah, but you know what, guys? I really, I don't know. Is Twitch gonna have a problem with that? Okay, whatever.
I think it's more about the amount of skin you're showing rather than what may be appearing through
Okay.
your clothing.
Well, it's kind of like I'm wearing a tank top, and I know
It's not like you're body painting or anything, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
We're doing a hot tub stream.
I just was like, I'm like, let me do a stream. I haven't been on here, and I'm gonna be doing cooking and a lot of prepping. I don't usually prep that much for my streams. Like, haven't brushed my teeth, haven't brushed my hair, haven't put any makeup on. I just kind of was like, I want to get prepping the food, and I want you to hang out with you guys, and that's all I cared about at this moment. So yeah, we're prepping big hamburger patties. I'm not gonna cook them. I kind of leave this for the boys to cook on their own, so they stay fresh and they can make their own fresh hamburgers when they want them. I mean, unless you have a problem with it, like the whole
Sometimes
braless thing.
Sometimes I like it medium. Sometimes I like it medium rare. Sometimes I like it blue.
True. Oh, we forgot to get like some blue cheese. I mean, do you have an issue with me wearing this tank top the way it is?
I just didn't know if you knew.
Oh, yeah. It's like, whatever.
Damn it, woman, go up and
Put some clothes on.
cover them boobs.
Cover up them nips. But, yeah, you and I were kind of talking about the issue, in which I want to play this audio for you guys. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll play audios of stuff like that.
Is it possible to play the audio? I'm sure it is.
I can play just the audio portion. They can hear it through the microphone.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the actual video.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it's not really important.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No, the video's not.
Yeah. And then that way we can
Although
actually...
seeing the look on the woman's face as she's getting these truth bombs dropped on her is pretty funny.
I don't know if she was getting the truth bombs, but I don't think it was registering with her because, like I said, unless you have real life experience in a relationship, which I don't find that she does, she's just talking from what she's been told, right? And educated and raised by her society and maybe her mom or whoever, right?
She's been deeply programmed that way.
Yeah. I just think that she doesn't really have real life experience. And what we're talking about, guys, is what was the name of the video? Why women? Why?
Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Okay.
It's why girls continually fail to understand their roles.
I don't know if you guys can hear McSniper or not, but why women continually fail to understand their roles. I am 100% on board with this guy's perspective, and you can jump in and share. McSniper is the one that sent me the video. Like I was saying, I have a lot of males in my life for a reason. So one of my lessons in this lifetime is just to, I guess, accept, understand males and their roles in society, and understand and accept who they are.
Yeah.
And McSniper is very good at assisting me with that in real life experience and discussion.
What a lot of young women these days fail to understand is they're taught to work on themselves, but they don't really know how to work on themselves to find a male partner, because what they may think they're attracted to is what men are attracted to, and that is completely incorrect. Men, for the majority, don't care if women have a degree, if they have a career, if they have, this or that. We're visual creatures. We like to provide and protect women, and we enjoy women's beauty. We enjoy, how caring and considerate they can be, what great mothers they make, wives, all that. So the other stuff is superficial, unfortunately, but that doesn't make them wrong for being attracted to that, because that's what men usually provide.
Right, and I 100% agree with you on that. I don't disagree with you on that at all. As a matter of fact, it took, a long time for me to understand the male's perspective and how males serve in our lives as women and in society. So I think right now, in many ways, you guys get daggers a lot with this independent woman, I don't need a man kind of a situation, which I completely disagree with. But it took me a long time to really understand that. Okay, check this out. These are the burger patties.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
They're at least half a pound or a little bit more. Okay. Let's see here. Right. Come closer to the mic if you don't mind. You can even pull that chair up if you need something with a back on it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, for those of you just joining, I'm just prepping some food, and I will make some other things too that I may or may not cook. So, these are for the males in my house. What were you laughing about?
Oh, just a emoji.
What is it? I don't see. I can't see.
I think that's the new PogChamp icon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Remember they got rid of PogChamp, the original one.
Yep. Okay. So these are going in the fridge. The boys just love these burgers. My 13-year-old just begs to have them made constantly, so that they can cook them up fresh.
Yeah, I remember he didn't used to want meat of any sort. Now he just craves it.
Yeah. Now the hormones are kicking in, and he's wanting protein. And he wants a lot of it. They're hence half-pound or more, half-pound weight burgers.
The video looks really good, by the way.
Oh, good. Let me see. Very cool. Mm-hmm. All right, these are going in the fridge for whoever wants them later.
better get some BCAAs on me.
Yeah. Okay. So you want me to turn this for a second?
You can get me.
Okay. Tell me what you want.
It'll be in the cabinet over there. Amino energy. Yep.
And then what else do you need? Water?
Yep. And that should be it.
How much water? A lot or little?
Maybe 10 ounces.
Ice? No ice?
No ice.
Spoon?
Yes.
I'm going to stop.
Actually, you can go ahead and fill it up to nearly full.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so the burgers are done. But yeah, I really was like, I was kind of like proud of myself in some strange way that I've really come a long way. Oh, I forgot to add nutritional yeast. We can add that during cooking.
Yeah, just mix it in with the cheese.
Yeah. But it's taken me a long time. I was raised by a fiercely, as McSniper might say, fiercely independent woman. An excellent businesswoman, but pretty masculine energy. And I think she just kind of had to be because she became a single mom, was in a very abusive domestic violence relationship, my parents were. And so my mom was always very like, don't ever depend on a man. And so she was very adamant, like, don't depend on him financially. Don't ever depend on him for anything. My dad was the one that eventually left her when I was 14 years old. And it was just a very volatile, destructive marriage where there were a lot of police that came to our house. He was finally arrested. I mean, it was just it was an awful, they were an arranged marriage and they got married in Vietnam. And so when we came here, that was how I was raised. My mother was just like very misandrist. She was misandrist. And so it was a very just tough to be raised in a place that I didn't understand anything about a relationship, a healthy relationship between a man and a woman, whatever that looks like. Okay. Healthy could mean all kinds of things. Healthy is whatever is healthy for those two people, I think. And I don't want to put what that could mean to me on someone else. But I will say that healthy, probably in my view, is yes, let's not verbally, physically, and sexually abuse each other. That's part of what, in my mind, is healthy, and probably a majority of people is a healthy relationship. And pretty good communication, trust, integrity, love and caringness, some kindness in there. So those are kinds of things that I believe to be trust and a loving, healthy relationship. And that wasn't happening in my parents' relationships. I was raised observing men to be very volatile and abusive and women to be very volatile and abusive. And so, and then having my mom be left by my dad, and abandonment issues came up with that as well. And then, so I never really understood what healthy for me was until what I described to you guys. So Can you hear it okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think there was a lot of narcissism in the relationships, and I won't go into the definition of that. I've studied a lot about narcissism to understand what it is. It's a term I think that society kind of loosely throws around these days. And so look it up, Google it, do some study on it. I don't say that lightly. I really have done a lot of research and study on what narcissism is. And so I myself ended up in a relationship where there was a lot that the person had a narcissistic personality. And I don't think I've really been in a truly healthy relationship until now, being with McSniper for the last 2 years. And so part of that is part of being in what I consider a healthy relationship with him is my own experience and diving deep into my own mental and emotional health and understanding who I am as a woman and really ultimately understanding what brings me peace, calmness, and happiness. Happiness I don't throw around very lightly because that comes and goes. But overall, for the most part, I like to be in a calm place. I just operate much better in a calm place. I don't operate super well in stressful environments. So, yeah, and I've been in highly stressful environments in relationships as well as business relationships. And I just found that I operate in a much calmer relationship, and now being in a relationship with McSniper, we have come to a place of an incredible love and kindness and all the things that I look for, peace, and it's not 100% all the time. There is disagreements, there are heated discussions, there are arguments, but we absolutely, how we communicate through it, and I'm not perfect because we just had a very heated discussion argument the other night, and I was definitely, I can see myself as the bad guy. I was definitely in my masculine energy, and so, but I'll let him openly talk about it, and I don't mind at all how open he is with you guys. I like to have transparency because this is real. This is real life, and I'm okay with that.
I don't feel like that's something I'd be open to sharing.
Okay, that's completely fine. And so, anyway, in the process of all this, the video that we were watching, I found that the main person, the guy, I think it's his podcast, he had several young women on there along with his buddies talking about men and women and their roles in society. And I really could not believe how much everything that he was saying were things that I already felt very strongly about in my own role as a woman, an independent thinker, an interdependent thinker with my partner. I am independent, but I am also interdependent with my partnership. And also just how much I've come in my own feeling about what brings me peace and calmness. And one of those things I've realized is I have more peace and calmness when I feel that I am interdependent in a relationship with someone else. And what that means to me is that McSniper, if it's okay for me to share, I have gone through a shit show in the last few years with my financial situation. And I have had to really let go of what my thoughts and aspects were of myself as a single mom and being a provider to my boys. I haven't ever had a partnership where I could 100% rely on someone. Financially, I've always been part of the partnership and making money and contributing to the finances. And that's okay with me. But I've been really burned out in this last year. And so it's really come to my attention that if I don't let go of some of my perspectives, of allowing someone else to take care of me, that my health is going to seriously suffer. And so
I think that's one thing that Carrie got right.
You know, a number of things that hold on, guys. Went on this last year was I'll just name them in the order. I'm being taken to court for the second time by my son's father, who thinks I'm alienating him from his father. So that's very hurtful because I'm being very attacked right now. Not only that, but of course COVID. Then I've been dealing with others in my life with addiction behaviors and betrayal around that. And then also my finances just continue to tank. And so there's that. And then my mom passed away in January of this year. And I started seeing a therapist, which I've had a mental therapy in the past. I don't think there's ever any shame in that. Recently we just had to let that client therapist relationship go because she attacked or was very confrontational with me in a therapy session that I walked in on. I really didn't know the context. Somebody else was having therapy in the house, and so I walked in on part of the therapy session, and the counselor basically just pretty much attacked me in a verbal way without asking better questions, asking my perspective. And so I just feel like I'm just getting it from all places. And it's really, really difficult to... I feel like I'm under the gun constantly. And so my health has taken a toll in many ways. And I've had to stop doing 2 different financial paying positions. And so I am in... One of them is just paying me like a couple $100s a month because I've been an independent contractor now for 24 years. And so one of them is still paying me a little bit of a residual. It's not much. It's a couple $100s. And so I'm solely relying on McSniper financially. And I have been I'm relying on him for several months. And thank God he's so loving and generous and kind and compassionate. And it has, as being not only my partner, but also taking care of me and the boys financially. And I feel very grateful because I feel like truly to learn when someone has your back is when you're knocked down hard. And I've been knocked down hard before, but this is probably one of the hardest in my life. So I've learned a lot over the last few years, and I feel like these lessons, these hard lessons, will come to an end soon. And but what I was referring to in that video, that one young woman that was talking about being independent and wanting her partner, her man, to let her have her independence. She was saying things like being in a dangerous relationship or fearful of giving up her independence. She comes from a place of fear. And he was so right. He was talking about how she was operating from wanting a relationship, but now it's based off of wanting it, but going into it with a lot of fear. And I have been that person. So when you go into a relationship with fear that it's not going to work out or the other person's going to hurt you, that's what's going to happen. You're going to attract that. You're going to manifest that. You're going to self-sabotage. Even if the person never did one single thing wrong, you are bringing all this extra baggage into your relationship. And it's because of how you were raised or your past experience. Maybe you've been in a bad relationship. And so to come in and then the other person, whatever they're bringing into the relationship, there's penalties. Potential penalties on both parties that could happen. As soon as there's a disagreement, as soon as somebody does something that the other person doesn't like, as soon as anything just, we just sometimes don't even know it, but we bring it into our relationships. And I think that's really, it's not going to lead to a good, healthy relationship at the end. And so anyway, this was a very good video that Mike Sniper shared with me. I'm going to prep some more stuff. Let's see. Anyway, there's still this chicken.
We should probably fry that up.
Are you hungry?
Not at the moment, but I will be here in a bit.
Okay. Alright, hold on, guys. I am going to cook a Vietnamese dish since we have this cutting board out. I have to think about all the items that go into it.
Is it the pecan?
Tikka. It's a traditional Vietnamese pork and egg dish. It's very saucy, savory, salty, if you like that, and sweet. And it's got lots of protein, so. You see. I'm on a live Twitch stream, just so you know. So. Gotta cut up the meat.
What kind of meat is that?
This is butt, B-U-T-T, country style ribs.
Oh.
It's a pork shoulder, but you think it's a butt because it's a B-U-T-T.
Yeah.
But
I think they just mean that's like the butt end of the
butt,
shoulder.
yeah, the butt part of the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. But what were we talking about on the phone regarding this video? I just felt like, wow, this guy, he just said it so well, like you said. He said it so well.
He said it better than I ever could. And it just comes down to, it comes down to what a woman thinks that a man is looking for in a relationship, which, to the view of that woman, it's generally not, what men are looking for. Men usually prefer, like I said, we're visual creatures. We like, beautiful women. We like women that are caring, compassionate, make good mothers, wives, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We don't care about, what degree you have, what career you have, if you have a house, a car, or all that. We don't care. We really don't.
And I think and I will say this, I know men that talk about caring about that stuff, but that's like this young woman, right? It's just talk. Like, she's talking about these things that she wants in a partnership, but I, again, think it's a lack of experience. And so when a man says these things, I think at the end of the day, until he gets into a relationship with a woman, say he says, oh, I want a really independent woman who has a good head on her shoulders, a good career, she's got her own thing going on, she's got to be making her own money, and taking care of herself, right?
Right.
I understand that. Go ahead, you were going to say something.
Yeah. And, he makes a point in the video that, she, if she makes like $200K a year, right? 200,000, and, she wants a partner that's going to make just as much, if not more. Well, if you look at, it's going to be hard to be that what she wants is someone that's hypergamous. She wants.
What's that mean?
That means she wants to marry up. She wants to marry up someone that makes just as much as her, if not more. That's in. Let's be reasonable here, and especially if you get into your later years, 40s, 50s, all that. That's unrealistic. You're not going to find that. Because when you get to guys that are just about around your age, maybe a little bit younger, maybe a little bit older, guess what? Men are gonna want women that are younger. Yeah,
and you could possibly find it, but it's going to be rare. It's like in that 1 percentile, So like, good luck. But I'm just bringing back to my point. What I was saying was that I know men that I have dated in the past who have said, oh, I want, a woman to have her stuff together. And what he means is, like, I want her to be in good shape. I want her to have her own career. I want her to make her own money, and I want her to be independent from me, financially. Like, she should be able to take care of herself. I hear men say that, but again, I kind of feel like that's that young woman. They are inexperienced, because until they have a woman that is actually like that, say you have a woman that's a doctor, a lawyer, she's a professional. Okay?
Yep.
Same thing. If you have a man who is a doctor, a lawyer, a professional, or somebody that has that kind of career, I can pretty much guarantee you, because I've already dealt with it, that person does not have much time for you.
Yeah.
Okay? So you have to really think about what kind of person you are. You have to think about, am I the kind of person that you need to know your own love language. You need to know, are you a quality time person? Because I know I am. So anybody in that kind of career, great, you're making that kind of money, but I also know you're not going to really have much time for me. And I'm probably not going to date you unless you can make that time and show me that you do.
Right.
Which I've already had people that show me they can't. They don't. And so it's not attractive to me, because the relationship doesn't end up going anywhere.
No.
So to me, quality time is important. Physical touch is important. I need somebody that is affectionate. I love affection. I think that it's not that I just need it, I want it. And when I feel like somebody isn't very physically affectionate with me in a relationship, I feel very disconnected with them. Now, is that reality? Does that mean that they are disconnected? Probably not. But my humanness wants it. And I think that there is no shame in saying that if you need physical affection, and that's an important part of your life,
and that's how you feel connected to someone as a human being, then that is something that you need to look for in a relationship. You cannot go without it, because if you don't find it in a relationship, believe me, you're going to be looking for someone that fulfills your needs elsewhere to give you that physical touch.
Yeah.
If you don't find it in the partnership you're in.
Actions speak louder than words, right?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna wrong somebody and say, oh, well, that person had an affair and that was the wrong thing. Well, yeah, I get it, but to whatever degree that means, not everybody has the same love language. And if you can't fulfill someone's love language, which is either quality time, physical touch, acts of service, words of affirmation, and gifts, okay, those are the 5, then they're going to go look for it somewhere else. I will say this, if I was in a partnership, again, let's just use a doctor and an attorney or somebody that's got a very busy career, anybody, and in a relationship, and if they don't have time for me, am I going to go out and have an affair with them? I don't know. But I will tell you, I will look for it probably because quality time, no, I'm not saying probably I will have an affair. I'm saying that more than likely if my love language is
being neglected,
I am going to look for that in my female friends. I'm going to look for quality time with friends, okay, because then I will feel loved. And and so that's one thing. But physical touch is more difficult. Now that becomes like that crosses the line between hugs and, sex. So, or you could go get your physical touch by hugging your friends, but how much are you going to get? I knew one friend that she needed physical touch, and she wasn't getting enough physical touch. I'm not talking about just sexual touch. I'm talking about just kisses and hugs, holding hands, and that kind of a thing too. Caressing someone's back or whatever. And so she wasn't getting it. So how she went to go get it without cheating on her husband was she went to get a lot of massage.
I was about to ask that. I was going to say, could that be fulfilled through getting just a regular massage, nothing sexual?
Yeah. She probably had, every time I talked to her, she was like, I'm going to get a massage. She probably had, and they could afford it. They had a lot of money. She was probably getting 3 or 4 massages a week.
Damn.
Her husband was a very, very busy person. And I will tell you, their marriage eventually ended because she did not feel fulfilled in her relationship with him because of what she needed. She wanted somebody successful. She wanted somebody that had a lot of money and was making a lot of money. And he was making a lot.
You know what my love languages are.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but go ahead. I mean, can I say them out loud?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I know yours are physical touch, words of affirmation, and quality time, depending on also what's going on in your day. Every day it could be a little bit slightly different.
Right. So whenever I was deployed,
Yeah.
I was still in my marriage.
Uh-huh.
My primary love language is physical touch. Now, since I couldn't get that over there, being halfway across the world from my wife at the time and not having to resort to cheating, fortunately they did have, massages on base. So every week I got myself a massage so I could, get that love language fulfilled. So it's like, I can very much relate to what your friend went through.
Yeah. So, exactly. I think that's one way to... But here's what happened to them was they ended up splitting because she wanted it all. She wanted everything. She wanted him... She really enjoyed the money he was making and the trips that she could take
and the ability to go get massages and facials and, you know, really pamper herself. She enjoyed that. But then it wasn't just that. She also needed quality time. And he was working all the time. And it really bothered her. So they got into an argument one day. They weren't married for very long. They had been married for probably a year and a half, because I remember she had their son, and he was only a few months old, or maybe he was a year old. Okay, so, but anyway, they weren't married that long, and in total, they weren't together that long prior to marriage. So they got into an argument, and she was telling him, like, she was kind of sick and tired of how much he was working, and that she needed time with him, and, you know, their son was young, and then she did what, really broke their marriage. She told him, I need some space from you for a while.
Okay.
I don't know how that went, but it won't, what he was processing in his mind, but it went south. It went south the minute she said that. Instead of having a discussion, now he, as successful as he was in his career, he didn't bring the type of communication in business as he did into a personal relationship. And I will tell you, it doesn't transfer. You can be the most successful business person, but the success strategies you take and use in business do not necessarily transfer and work in your personal relationship. And it broke their marriage as soon as he heard that. Not kidding. He didn't even talk to her about it. Like, say, like, what do you mean a break? What's, you know, and more. Mm-hmm. He went into his bedroom, took out his suitcase, and started packing it. And he left. Like, she wanted to talk to him some more, and he totally checked out. He was basically, at the end of the day, because we were good friends with him, he was basically like, I do everything I can to provide for this family. And I, you know, to him it was like, I make a lot of money so that you can go out, do all these things. But it's still not enough for you. Like, at the end of the day, I think quality time for her was a much bigger love language than she realized. She probably liked the gifts that he was providing financially, right? That was one of the love languages. But when, after having the baby and hormones and taking care of this toddler, she needed help. She wanted him to be around, and he wasn't. And then he left. So, it's not, you know, you think you want one thing, but then you go along and it's like, wow. She wanted quality time. And I will tell you, I know really well, because I have been married twice and I have dated a lot. And I've had a lot of fun. And I've had a lot of experiences realizing that one of my biggest things is quality time. That is my number one. And I'm not talking about quality time necessarily with other people. I'm talking about quality time with myself as well. Mm-hmm. I love a lot of alone time. You can ask McSniper.
Well, that just gives me my own time to do whatever I want. So
right. But it takes a long time to go through an experience, and many experiences, to realize, like, oh man, I am really okay being by myself for a long time. I love company. I love McSniper's company. I love my boys' company. I love my friends' company. I have a lot of friends. But at the end of the day, you would think that I'm almost extroverted because of being able to spend that much time with friends as well. Not lately, but, you know, at one time. But I'm actually very much introverted.
I have extroverted moments, but I'm very much introverted, and I like being by myself a lot. And that's how I recharge and rejuvenate, is to have my own self-care time. All right, let me think about, I'm going to boil some eggs. Because what am I making? I'm going on. I am making a pork and hard-boiled egg dish, a Vietnamese dish. It's a very traditional Vietnamese dish. It's very saucy, savory, salty, sweet. It's got it all, and it's got a lot of protein.
What do you throw in with it besides the meat and the eggs?
I will bring out all the seasonings.
Okay.
And show everybody what I'm making.
Cool.
But yeah, there's definitely, this is not 100% keto. There is some sugar in it, not a ton of sugar, but there's sugar. So
how many grams would you think would be going in?
Oh my gosh, it's probably for this size though. Okay, for this serving, I would say it's a half a cup of sugar. So when you're looking at how many pounds of meat is this? I don't know. This is covered up by a reduced. It's a $1.69 per pound, and there is like
maybe like
5 or 6 pounds of meat here.
Yeah.
So for half a cup of sugar to 5 or 6 pounds of meat, that's really not a ton of sugar. And I'm not going to say it's a keto dish. I'm not even going to say it's a keto-friendly dish.
I would say a majority of it will be in the sauce, but a lot of that won't really transfer to the meat.
Yeah. The other thing, guys, just so you know, one of the things I love about cooking, which nowadays, unfortunately, many people find disgusting to touch meat, I love touching meat. I love cutting it. I love butchering it. I love preparing it. There is just something that balances me when I am cooking. I don't do it. I do it more these days. And then there's weeks that I just won't do it at all because I don't feel like it. So it comes and goes. But I get very, very balanced by preparing dishes and meals. And there is something that I just love about touching pork and chicken and steak and cutting it and butchering it. So let's see. Okay, Eisenstar said, "Hey, Sir Cool, nice to see you. Nasty Rock. See you're on here. Eisenstar, the last thing my grandma told me before passing away was to let the women I covet know that I know how to cook so that they understand I am not looking for a cook. Quality time is generational." Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I do think, as far as independence or acts of service or cooking or things like that, I think that, we should all know a little bit. We don't have to be experts at it, but we should all know at least how to boil an egg, make some toast, make some eggs, make some toast, at least some breakfast items. Breakfast items I tend to find the easiest to cook. Eggs and bacon, sausage. I mean, it's pre-packaged. You crack an egg open on, or boil an egg. I mean, how difficult. I actually met somebody that didn't even know how to boil water. I think I told you that.
You did tell me that.
Yeah.
Who is that? Oh, sorry. You probably don't want to say on camera.
No, it's okay. It was my ex-husband's half-sister.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Like, she didn't even know how to boil water. And
oh, yeah.
I'm not going to put her down because she just didn't know what she didn't know. I don't know how she was raised, but, they had 3 kids. Okay. So I don't know how, the kids were being fed, obviously, somehow, but she didn't know how to boil water. She put a pot with some water on the stove, and she turned it to like a medium low or something. And it just sat there for a good half hour. Nothing was happening.
And her mom, which is why I think it's so funny, because her mom does actually do some things, like at least boils water. I haven't seen the mother, my ex-stepmother-in-law, cook a lot either, but it was just kind of interesting because at least she was like, hey, Lori, like, what are you doing with this water and the stove? It's just, are you making something? What's going on? And she goes, Lori responds and she yells back across the room and she's like, I'm boiling water. And my ex-stepmother-in-law goes, you know that you have it on like medium low or whatever it was, right? You can't boil water like this. You need to have it on high. And Lori goes, well, I don't know how to boil water. I was like, okay, at that time, she was almost in her mid 30s or late 30s.
Mm-hmm.
And they had 3 kids.
Imagine going through life up into your late 30s not knowing how to boil water.
Like, yeah. How do you not? Well, okay, again, I don't know how to do a lot of things. I do know how to boil water, and I consider myself a pretty good cook.
I mean, I have no complaints.
McSniper has no complaints about my cooking. Yes, well, how's the weather? Okay, you're going to be smarty. Weather's obviously pretty warm. Okay, let me get some eggs boiling, guys, and I will know how to boil water, I promise. Just gotta wash my hands, get all the pork meat juices off.
Have you ever, I got a question for you. Can you see yourself butchering your own animal?
Yes, I have no problem with it.
Come here.
I think I would actually really, really... Now, okay, here's the difference. I know this sounds kind of odd. I will have a really challenging time if it ever comes to that point. Hunting and killing a large game like elk or deer, venison. I would have a really hard time. I don't think I would have I don't know why. I don't think I would have as hard of a time if I had to, like for food, okay?
Like a chicken or a duck?
A chicken or a duck or some poultry, like a bird.
What about a rabbit?
A rabbit I probably wouldn't have a hard time with. But I think the larger animals, I just have, I don't know, that would be difficult. But now saying that, if somebody else now if I had to do it, like we had no food, and I had to do it, of course I would do it. But if it was just like a choice between, okay, you can kill the rabbit and you're guaranteed to kill it, or you can kill the elk, and you still have like food, in other ways, I would probably kill the rabbit over the elk. Now, if it was like, okay, you have no food whatsoever and you need this for the next week and you're feeding your family and the rabbit's not going to be enough, and you have no choice, it's going to be live or die, and your kids are going to go hungry, kind of a thing. I'm going to kill the elk, but I prefer not to have to kill the elk. I just have the heart for the larger animals. Don't ask me why. It sounds dumb. I know.
You could go for the happy medium and maybe like a wild pig or something.
True, but we're not talking about wild pigs. I would probably do a wild pig. Easier than, I don't know why, just the bigger animals are. But I have helped friends who have killed, and they were hunters who have hunted elk and deer. I have helped them dress it, which means butchering it up, and I had no problem. Once the animal is dead, I wouldn't even have a problem like pulling out the guts and cleaning it out before like cutting it up and butchering it up.
Right.
Like, I have no problem with like fish guts and all that. I mean, I was raised gutting fish and just doing those things, and I experienced butchering an elk and stuff like that. So that's not a problem for me. I actually really, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. So watch out for the enemies out there that come here with a knife. When you come here and I have a knife.
Oh, damn.
I have no problem. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. But yeah, so there is just something very primal for me about touching the meat and
very
enjoying.
satisfying.
Very, yeah. What about you? What about you?
I know that I think you wanted to go hunting, didn't you?
Yeah, I've always wanted to go hunting. Never got a chance to though, so I need to make friends with somebody that does.
Yeah, we talked about that actually. I have a friend that still does do some hunting. Still does some hunting, and I was like, oh, that would be kind of fun to.
All right, so I need to boil some eggs.
And then after this, I was actually going to also make some keto lemon bars.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because McSniper has a sweet tooth, and he's probably been dying for something sweet without sugar.
I get my false sense of satisfaction through the swerve.
Yeah, false.
But you know what? Swerve, I think, even tastes better than sugar. So.
Yeah, that's true. I agree with that.
So what happened to my meats?
What meats?
Salamis and stuff.
You might have to look behind some things on the shelves, or maybe they're down there.
Alright. Maybe someone ate them.
Could be Carter.
Oh man, those are like a brand new package
Well,
too.
you can have some of mine.
Oh, okay. Can we
I'd
take
say-
some out?
I mean, it has my name on it, but that's because of Carter.
Can we love salami and like the charcuterie
Mm-hmm.
stuff, guys. So, but these things do not agree with me. They're very keto friendly, but I am very lactose intolerant, and
Would you? That's kind of like a fine line between soft and hard cheese, right there, huh?
What? I think it's a hard cheese.
The Gouda, the smoked Gouda.
Yeah. Do you want to cut some up so I can have some, please?
thank you.
I would like some.
Yeah, cool. I didn't know how hungry you were.
Do you have a cutting board or something?
Yeah, well, let's
Oh,
put it on a plate.
You're using the cutting board. Yeah, just give me a plate. That'll work.
I love paper plates, you guys. Paper plates are great. You can cut all kinds of things on paper plates and then not have to clean them, just throw them away. But I like the uncoated paper plates. They're going to be biodegradable. So we're going to boil probably about 9 or 10 eggs because we love eggs in this dish. Oh, I felt bad because my son came down. He wanted to say hi, but he didn't want to get on camera.
Some camera shy still.
Let's see. Are you making dinner? I'm just making and prepping all kinds of dishes for the next 2 or 3 days. Can you be my Italian boyfriend and take me to Applebee's? Well, there's where you kind of fail, probably. Sorry, not to make you a failure, but I'm not into Italian food all that much. Oh, this really got broken or something. Yeah, it's broken now. It's sticking to the styrofoam. Oh no, they really broke. What? Well, some of them. Okay, it's alright. Italian food to me is okay. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see, 3, 6, 9. Okay, 9 will fit in here. So I guess I'm boiling 9 eggs. Oh, thank you. Ooh, there's a little. Alright, so we have some salami and Gouda, which is Italian. After I just said I don't even really care for Italian. Listen to me. I guess what I mean by that is that
The pastas.
like, okay, I like some of the pastas. I really like more of the linguine with white clam sauce. But red sauce is not mine. It's okay. You can't be a lazy Asian and be cooking. You're right. Today, Lazy Asian is being lazy kind of in the kitchen, but
Probably the
taking care of my family.
probably the most productive you'll be today.
That's pretty productive.
Mm-hmm.
Gouda. I love just the Gouda by itself, too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I can cut you a
Mm-hmm.
piece without the salami. I just think they accompany each other so well.
Put them together.
Mm-hmm.
I like them separately because they're like just incredibly strong.
Well, you get the
dominant
creamy.
flavors.
You get the creamy with the Gouda, and you get the salty, savory with the salami.
You know what? I'm gonna do this on the back burner.
I mean, I kind of think it's like a semi-soft cheese.
Semi-soft.
Yeah, because it does have a creamy taste, you know?
What do you guys think of Gouda? Yeah, it is semi-soft. Smoked Gouda, yum. It's like my. Yeah, I need to pull out the ingredients to show you guys what I'm making in this Vietnamese pork and hard-boiled egg dish. We need all of these. There's a lot of ingredients that go in this. Need more fish sauce.
Oh.
Oops. I don't think you guys can see it since it's on that side of the screen. Fish sauce. Thick soy sauce. Regular soy sauce. Black pepper. Minced onion. I am going to add in nutritional yeast seasoning for our B vitamins. Crucial. I'll put the steak seasoning away for right now. We need garlic powder. But I use fresh garlic, never mind. Or not fresh garlic, but minced garlic in a jar. Good. I have to go get some more of.
You said we need more fish sauce?
Yeah, but can you grab it for me? It's up here. I can't reach it. Okay. So we have minced garlic in a jar. I like this. I love fresh garlic, but I'm too lazy. Lazy Asian is too lazy to cut up
We do have a lot of ketchup.
garlic. So those are some of the things.
There you go.
Thank you. We need fish sauce. This is essential in Vietnamese dishes.
Do you ever put any 5 spice in this?
No, not in this dish. Okay. We need some chili, ground chili paste. It adds a little bit of spice. We don't want it too hot. We like the kick though. So this has everything. It's like sweet, savory, spicy, and salty. Okay, so we have sugar. We need sugar. We need some sesame oil. Just a little bit.
I'll be right back.
Okay. And I'm going to use avocado oil as well. So it's a lot of ingredients. It's very delicious. So, just so you know what I'm drinking, I have this craze for Takis, you guys. And unfortunately, Takis has, as we know, a lot of carbs, which change into sugars. It's one of my favorite chips. But I love that, like, hi sweetie, can I have a hug? Okay. How did you sleep? You alright? You okay? Alright, so I love Takis, but to get that flavor without eating all those chips with the calories and the carbs and stuff, in my water I do lemon. I know Takis has lime, but I do lemon. Like I guess I could get lime juice next time. But in this, it just helps with that, very tart, sour taste. I put lemon and cayenne pepper and Himalayan sea salt in here, and it helps curb that appetite for Takis. So, and it's spicy and salty and so yummy. And lemony. Sour. Okay, so I'm going to need a large pot. All of these ingredients back over to the stove area. So, you like that seat over there? Oh, okay. Okay, the water is boiling, so we're going to turn it down. Let it boil for about 10 minutes, because I like kind of a soft boil, soft medium boil, because it's going to continue to cook in this egg dish that we're making. I know you guys aren't going to see what I'm going to be putting in the pan, and the amounts and stuff. Preheat the pan. Let's see, my sister just texted me. She's probably been texting. Letting my sister know that I'm streaming. All right. So, okay. We need to get back here to
get back here to business.
Yeah, another piece of Gouda. Because it's Gouda. All right.
Don't know what you guys are really seeing or not. I know you can't see what's going on the stove. One of the things I learned last time I was making this dish was to remember that there's actually that the water left from boiling the eggs. I can actually use that because I kind of like to repurpose stuff. I don't want to just dump water. I don't know. I'm just very conservatory in that way with water and just repurposing things. And if I can save it and use it somehow again, I just do. And so the boiling water from hard-boiled eggs, I thought, what can I use this for? And then I came to realize, like, oh, duh, I can make rice repurposing the hard-boiled egg water, as long as it's still, like, you know, reasonably usable. Okay, so we have the pan preheated on high. Hey, 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 no. So I turned the pan down to medium because it's preheated. I'm going to put avocado oil in. I'm going to put some sesame oil in. Not a ton, it's just for flavor. Okay, and then I'm going to put some minced garlic in, and we're going to saute the garlic. And this is probably going to splatter, so actually I need a, okay, there's a, this lid, can I? This, okay. I need to have my lid next to me because this thing is probably going to splatter a little bit. It's already sizzling. Need more garlic. I like a lot of garlic, so big. Woo! Turn on the fan, guys, so you won't be able to hear. We're gonna open the windows too. Sounds like popcorn in there. Turn it down. I'll take it off the stove. Okay. Need our meat. So I gotta be real careful. This thing's gonna splatter.
vitamins from the nutritional yeast. Chopped onion. Black pepper. And add fish sauce. Thick soy sauce. Regular soy sauce. And sugar. Sugar and chili. Alright, so I'm going to bring this to you guys. This is what we're making right now. So we'll stir that all up and let it sit. Eggs are done. We said I want to save the water from the eggs for rice because it's just already boiled and it's already there. We're repurposing that.
You smell the fish oil and all
The fish sauce.
that. Yeah. Smells good.
Good. You know what I forgot to do is I forgot to put some ground beef out for spaghetti. I know, after I just talked about how much Italian food is okay. I make my spaghetti a little different because it's like a Vietnamese version of Italian spaghetti sauce. I buy the jars of spaghetti sauce, like Prego or whatever, and then I add like some fish sauce and salt, so it's more salty, savory, and sweet. Nicholas Herman, watching an ad. Be on the channel soon. Okay, sounds good. I think
I'm about to go,
you're gonna go do some work.
well, attempt to. See,
Okay.
see if the systems will let me.
All right. And then here's some ground beef that I need to use up.
There's one slice of Gouda left if you want it.
I would, unless you want it.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
And
then
there's
I might
plenty
have-
of salami left too.
Okay. I think mine is gone. It had prosciutto in it. Damn it. Damn.
I'll have to remember to get when I get another charcuterie selection.
Yeah.
Get one with
prosciutto.
some prosciutto in it.
Okay, baby. Thanks.
Yeah.
You know I love my prosciutto.
Can I know-
Prosciutto.
Because I think there's one that has salami and the capicola that comes with the prosciutto. In it.
Oh yeah, it does. That's the one I had.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So far, we have prepped half-pound burgers because, like I said, got 3 men in the house. Got to have a lot of thick burgers. They won't eat just one, you know. They're gonna eat like 2 or 3 in one sitting. So may as well make them big, thick, hearty hamburgers. We're making a traditional Vietnamese pork and hard-boiled egg dish called Thịt Kho. Okay. Hey, good to see you, Nicholas. Yeah, I was out of town. We went to I went to Moab, did a girls' trip, and then went to Vegas. And if McSniper jumps on here, I'd love to get his take on Vegas and the restaurants that we went to. So. Yeah, I was, and I was road tripping it. So, I do a lot of car camping trips, solo car camping trips, and so I was doing some solo car camping trip in between, staying at Planet Hollywood with McSniper. So we stayed at Planet Hollywood, and we don't gamble, so there was no money going into any slot machines or at the card tables or anything like that. We were there because Vegas has such amazing restaurants that we just decided, hey, well, let's just go there and just be a foodie. And then also, he had never been to Vegas before, so this was his first experience, and so he got to see the different hotels with the different themes. They're just very magnificent, huge. These hotels are huge. I've been there probably 24 times, but he's never been there. So just people watching alone and going to the hotels and dining was just plenty of extroverted energy. Here's the thing. I'm not a gambler, and my family actually has a history of addicted gambling, like my mother and then my grandmother. So I don't have any desire to lose money. I don't have, I guess, that risk-taking need. I guess I do my risk-taking through business and stuff. So anyway, doing a little cooking today. Or lots of cooking. Oh, I need to leave these out actually. Oh man, some of these eggs broke. Okay. Need to be paying attention to my dish. As well as talking to you guys.
Just to make sure you have it in cold water. Really, really cold, cold water. So I hope this works when I show you guys. Whoops! Spilling water. Yeah, I think you do have to do that. You know, you have to can only take in what you can afford to lose. So. You won $200 in 90 minutes playing blackjack. Nice. That's when you gotta walk away, right? Know when to walk away. Okay, let me see. If the water doesn't remain cold because it's with these hard-boiled eggs, then we're gonna have a little issue with peeling them. So, secret to peeling hard-boiled eggs, like I said, put some really cold water in with them. And I might just add some ice because it makes it stay cold. Okay, ice water. Okay. This is going in the dish. You won $230 and lost the first two hands of a new. Said bye. Ran into the restaurant, had lunch, and drove home. Good for you. It's actually a place in town I wanted to go, casino, last year. When it opened up the virus precautions and so I didn't go. Okay. I don't know why Sun Microsystem would be calling. Okay. Okay, let's see if it usually works, of course, when I peel my eggs, but we'll see how it does with you guys. The only game I play at a casino is blackjack because the limits are usually low, better than other games for sure. Yep. Better than poker. Okay. Nicely peeled egg in ice cold water. Baccarat, which I have never played Baccarat. Don't know how to play it. So with these hard-boiled eggs, you kind of have to dip them in hardcore or the cold water a little bit too, just so the shell can continue to come off easily. See? Nice, right? I have the pork in the back on low, so wow, nice. The eggs are really cooling down, so I didn't even have to dip that one. Okay, hold on. Let me check this.
We don't want that pork to overcook. You know how to play online. Free game I played years ago. It was only $5 per hand. I've played a couple hands, but at 100 per hand, there's no way I'm doing that. Yeah. I don't blame you. Another one, guys. The ice cold water trick, putting some ice in it also to keep it ice cold on these hot boiled eggs is going to be it's a good trick too. It's hard boiled eggs. It's this pork and hard boiled egg dish that I'm making. It's a Vietnamese pork hard boiled egg dish called Thịt Kho, which means like a, I guess, I don't know why it's like a dried, it's called dried meat because the meat's not really dry, but maybe salty like that. It's a very sweet, savory, salty dish. Uh-oh, I just blew my own concept by this egg got a little, it's not perfect. Oh my gosh. This one I kind of peeled some of the whites off. But the dish is a very sweet, salty, savory. And a little bit of a spicy kick, not much in it. But it has hard-boiled eggs, so I need to boil these and add it to my pork dish that I have going on back there behind me. This one, imperfection. Wah, wah, wah. But yeah, we went to Shake Shack, and Shake Shack was a good burger. I would not, like, In-N-Out and Shake Shack, I would not wait for them. Not even for Five Guys. I mean, I like a good burger, but I think that the amount of time some of these restaurants have and how they're a little overrated. And you know, that's me personally. I like hamburgers, but I wasn't raised eating them. They're not my personal comfort food. Like, I can understand if they're, I mean, I was raised here in the US, and so of course I had hamburgers, but I mean, my comfort food is obviously Asian cuisine, Vietnamese dishes. And so, you know, I'm not going to be a hamburger connoisseur, I guess. And I'm certainly not going to wait. Like, we have our first In-N-Out in Colorado. And I've been to In-N-Out many times in California and in Nevada and Arizona. So, to me, like, they don't have as long of a wait. Colorado has just gotten their first In-N-Out, and the wait is ridiculous. It's like hours, and people wait there, and I'm like, how do you have the time, number one? And number two, why would you want to? Like, I don't get it. Maybe you guys get it. Maybe you guys understand that. All right.
all of my hard-boiled eggs are good. One didn't work the way I liked the concept to, but that's okay. And so we're gonna put these in the pork dish. Wait, let me check the pork dish and make sure it's ready. Gosh, Enu. Enu. This is an incredible. Let me show you guys what I have so far. Oh, the smell is incredible. So this is what the pork dish ends up looking like. Yeah, it's very, very saucy. I don't want it to spill, but it's at the creeping edge of the pan. So I'll add the eggs into it. Good, yeah, it's a very good dish. It's one of my favorites. It has big, big chunks of like pork with the fat on it, which I love. I'm a big pork belly fan. Pork with fat, bacon, I love all that. Just want to get the eggs in there so the eggs also get cooked in the sauce. So we gotta gently put it in there, otherwise the eggs could be damaged. So we just kind of gently put it in. I'll show you guys. Okay, so I have all my eggs in there. But when I tilt it back, obviously the sauce will go onto the eggs and they will cover the eggs. So there's that. We're gonna let that kind of sit for about gonna let it kind of cook on low for about 10 minutes. 10 more minutes. Typically, you can kind of have this dish cooking, it's a slow cook, but that depends on how tender you want the meat. So I don't need it like falling off the bone kind of a thing. Oh my God, Joey Dark Matter. You know what? I saw you online yesterday, Joey Dark Matter. How are you? It's good to see you here. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these eggshells. Hold on. Doesn't look like I can repurpose the water because I'm just obviously just spilling it all over the place, so we're not gonna do that. We're going to use the same pan here to cook some rice with this dish. I'll be right back. Getting the rice out of the pan. Some jasmine rice. All these measuring cups out, you guys, because we're going to do some keto lemon bars. spoons, measuring spoons, measuring cups, knives.
Okay. Alright, oh wait, we need to measure out some rice here, guys. Wait, where's my, okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of cups of rice. I don't like my rice super sticky or soggy. I like it more on the, I don't want to say dry side. It's more of a pull through the fork on the side. Just living life in these crazy times. Glad to see you're back and doing your thing. What's for dinner? All right, so I have made a few different things. I've prepped half-pound. These burger patties are humongous for the boys. I prepped those with seasoning and bacon bits, and then they'll cook them up and add like cheddar cheese on them and stuff like that. And I'm making a pork egg dish, traditional Vietnamese pork egg dish with some jasmine rice. It's called, the pork dish is teeth claw. So instead of 4 cups of water, I do like 3.5 cups of water because, like I said, I don't really care for soggy or sticky rice. I like it more a little bit on the drier side. Well, it's good to see you. I hope you're well. Okay, let's get this on the stove. Set the other timer. Mix this dish up. Be very careful not breaking the egg. The eggs. So let me show you what this looks like. So see the eggs? They're like more covered up with the sauce now, and yeah. This is one of my favorite dishes. Let me wash the cutting board too. Like I said, I'm one of those people that likes to clean as I cook. I don't like a mess at the end, because then it's like I'm tired of cooking, and the last thing I want to do is deal with a mess. dry. All right. Oh, thanks. It's really good. Okay. Let's see. Checking on everything. Want to make sure. Now, you have to like fat on meat in order to eat this dish. Like fat on meat, like pork belly, bacon, you have to like fat. Because I want the fattiest selection of pork in this dish. It's just so incredibly like, I think fat is a big component of how good the dish tastes. For me personally, I love fat. So I'm finding a piece to show you guys what I'm talking about, and it needs to be fattening. Like pork belly fattening. I think this one's done. So this one we can like use. Like see, has that layer of fat right there. Oh! But yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Mmm. Yum. Mmm. Yeah, this is where that fat is. Gotta have that. It's all in there. Glistening. Spicy, salty, savory, sweet. Very good. Rice is almost, the water almost boiling for the rice. Oh my God, that meat is so good. It's almost there, and then I'll turn it down, and then we're gonna get all our ingredients together for the keto lemon bars. I know, this is not, I know I'm making rice, so it's, you know, you can eat it with rice or without rice. Now my boys eat it with rice, so. Okay. Set it to 15 minutes on a low medium heat. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna bring this chair around my stool. I need to sit down for a minute, you guys. Yes, it is a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. We're making keto lemon bars, and the recipe is on my phone. Let me make sure. Okay, I want to make sure it doesn't over boil. Okay. So I need bowl, whisk, you need to heat the oven to, I want to say 350 or 375. Let's see what the recipe says. My back, sometimes when I'm standing for a while, I gotta stretch that back. Okay. Keep this in my photo library, the recipe for this keto lemon bar dish. Okay. $350 350 degrees. So we'll heat it up to that. Oh, shoot. I used my pan to put the, I need to put my burgers in a different pan. See the messy cabinet? I'm not a very good Tupperware organizer. Burgers in here instead, and then I need my baking pan back. So you guys will get to see how big these burgers are. Oh, they kind of flattened out a little bit, but you'll see. Hold on a second. Check these out, and then I gotta wash my hands again. These are the burgers. They have bacon bits, they have steakhouse seasoning and extra pepper in them. Look at these. These are like a good, a little over half a pound burger. Just bacon bits, regular pork bacon bits. I put them, you can see the bacon bits on there. And then it is just ground beef. These are red ground beef burgers. I'm gonna transfer these into this, and it's not gonna be perfect, so we're gonna have to move one. Uh-oh. Yeah. I've been, my boys just love them. And so does Nick McSniper. And so I have just been making them, like keeping them in the fridge. I just prep them and then they go ahead and cook them whenever they want one. Because it's kind of like everybody's eating at a different time. Everybody wants something different. So just doing what I can to make everyone happy. Yeah, so that's one of the things I did earlier on the stream that you can watch later, if you decide. Okay, let's put here's my red lid. Didn't I just, oh, here it is. Tupperware lid. wash hands. Oh, okay. So the ingredients for the keto lemon bars, that's what I'm working on. Okay. Need to preheat the oven to 350. Okay. We need almond flour, confectioner's swerve, which is, I think, tastes better than sugar, believe it or not. Butter, vanilla extract, and eggs. Okay. Okay. Extracts, butter, I've made this recipe. It is so good. The thing I need to do is wash this baking pan now. Oh, and yes, we still need our parchment paper. Okay, man, whew. There's a lot of cooking going on today. All right. Ooh. Let's see here. All things open. They are open. It's just dependent on the percentage, I guess, of. Oh boy. Enu. 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 He's barking at us. That's your entertainment for the day. They're open. It's just dependent on the percentage of where they're at. Doggo wants to go out and play. No, he thinks he's a badass. He's like that kind of dog that he's a corgi, right? So he's not gonna kill anything or do anything, but he thinks he's a badass. He's probably thinking in his mind like, if it weren't for this door holding me back, you guys would be in trouble. I would come out and kick your asses. And then as soon as he gets around it, he's like smelling them, being their best buddy. He's not going to do anything. Okay. So let's do the crust because that's what's going to partially cook or bake first. And I typically do 2 pans of these. So, and I double the recipe on each one of them. Otherwise they become these very wimpy, like
lemon bars. So I'm going to make 4 times as many as the recipe calls. So I can do 2 of these. Okay. So I need to keep track of what's going on. Yeah, that's exactly what he is, Nicholas. He's a wimp. He's a wimp. His bark is definitely not, his bite is definitely not as big as his bark. Okay. Less than a cup of almond flour, so that means I need 4 cups. We're doing 4 times. And I'm hoping, I pray that I have enough of all the ingredients. Let me just double check, just to make sure. Okay, I'm sitting on a stool, I'm not that short. Okay. 4 cups. 4 of less than a cup. It's less than a cup, it says. Okay, that's 1. 2. 'End of that bag. Trash. Three. 4. Okay, so this is for the almond flour crust. Bring the trash over here. Okay. 3 heaping tablespoons of swerve. So we need 12 since we're quadrupling this recipe to make 2 pans. Okay, so we need 12 tablespoons of swerve. 1 tablespoon right there. 12 heaping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I know you're beeping. That's about 9.5. 10, 11, and I think I'll just dump the rest. Yeah, that worked out perfectly. Maybe 12. That's the rice. I like my rice fluffy. Fluffy. wanted to make sure the oven was still on and made sure the timer was off, not the other way. So I just like my life. Rice fluffy rice. I know. Figured you guys might want to see it. Okay. So we have confectioner's sugar in here. Mix well. Then we're going to add 3 tablespoons of melted butter, which means we need 12 tablespoons of melted butter. Hi. Keto lemon bars. You want to come and talk to me? Do you want to come and hang out with me? Say hi. Okay, so we need to mix these 2 ingredients well. I'm just going to use this tablespoon that I already have in here. I made some more of those big burger patties that you like. Are you hungry? A little bit? Okay. Well, there's also the tikka. If you want some of that. The pork dish. Okay, guys, we got this all together. Okay, we need 12 tablespoons of butter because we're making a pretty big one. We already, I believe, have one in here, so that's 1. It needs to be melted butter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This will be 9 all together, and I gotta put this in the microwave to melt it. Cut this in half. $10, $11, $12. I'm glad the butter is marked. I always use salted butter on this unless it calls for unsalted. Okay, so we'll put this in the microwave. Taste the pork dish I made? So good, you guys. This fat. It's really saucy. But yeah. See all that fat? I know, it's a lot of fat. I like the particularly, this one has more fat than the other pieces. I know some may not like that. There are more lean pieces in there, but I like the fattier pieces. Yummy. That's a lot of fat. So you have to like fat, but there's more lean pieces in there. So good. Butter is melted. God, that pork dish is so good. So good. Three tablespoons, 12 tablespoons of melted butter. That's what we're doing.
And then half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we need to make that 4 times. So let's do this butter first. Pork dish. Oh my gosh. Okay, gonna do 4 half teaspoons of vanilla extract. Here we go. Got Watkins baking vanilla. Gourmet pure vanilla extract. It's gourmet. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And egg yolks. 4 egg yolks. So we're gonna have to separate the whites from the yolk. Got my handy dandy trash can here. One. 'Wow, this white part is really not wanting to come let loose, the very last part of the white. 2. Three. No spicy for you. Okay. And then the 4th and final egg yolk. All right. Okay. So, eggs are done for this part of the recipe, for the crust. Now we need to blend these up. Okay, we're gonna blend them, put them in the baking tray. Whoops. Hold on. Plug it in. Our whisker. This is where it could just splash onto the camera. Okay, I'm going to mix it a little bit so it doesn't just go crazy all of a sudden. And then have everything flying. I've had that before happen, so I'm going to start out with a lower speed. Oh, he's going to go crazy. There he goes with the barking. And we want this kind of crumbly, our shortbread almond flour crust. Inu. I think we need more almond flour though. Just a little more. I don't think I got enough. I don't think it's crumbly enough. How's work going?
No work is getting done.
No work?
Nope.
Oh, what a shame.
I know.
You know what I think we should do? We should close the windows because it's getting warm in here and I want the air conditioner to... Huh?
I said it feels good.
Oh, I'm warm. Because I'm in the kitchen. So. Yeah. I think all of it's going out. The AC. This is really getting this shortbread crust is getting thick. Whew. Thick. That should be ready to go. We're gonna lay our, just a heads up, I'm doing a stream. Okay. I'm doing a cooking stream, Carter. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna line the pan with some parchment paper. Okay. Uh-oh. See how this goes. So here's the crust. It's supposed to be a little crumbly. I'm going to take half. Pull it in there. Okay, so I kind of get it to the size of the pan, and then I will lay it in there, and it makes it easier to get it in, lined in here, and then put it in the pan. Okay, that should do it. And kind of take the cup that you use
measure things out and just kind of flatten out the crust. It's going to be a pretty thick crust because we want a pretty substantial size amount of the lemon bar filling. So it needs to be able to hold that. Move the crust over. Make sure it fills up all sides. Okay, crust is pretty much ready. I'm gonna put it in the pan. Just gonna mold it in there. And this is what we got. I'm gonna bake this crust for 10 minutes. No, actually it needs longer because it's double. So I think the last time I did this, I needed to bake it for like 25 minutes. So, hey, do you want me to cook you a burger? Huh? Okay. How was your nap?
Feels so much
Good.
better.
I made burgers. I made teeth caw with rice.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm making him a burger right now. Do you want one?
Sure.
Babe, do you want one?
Me?
Yeah.
Not right now.
Okay. Okay. So we're going to bake this for 25 minutes, guys. Oops. I failed to check that there is another baking pan in there from Sally Joe.
Wow, 9 people. Mom's cool.
Alright, 25 minutes, guys, on this.
Now these are some cooking streams that I can get behind. The only thing I might shy away from is the spiciness, however. From here, it looks so good. Your mom is lit.
Okay,
Well, yeah, because she's my mom.
that's Yafave Asian. He streams on Twitch,
Yeah,
and jump on his channel.
I'm pretty cool.
I'll type it in.
Yeah, look how tall I am, Mom. My face doesn't even fit in your camera.
So, if you guys, what do you, tell us what you stream. What kind of games and stuff.
You put it in all capitals.
Oh, it's not all caps, guys. Sorry.
It's in all lowercase. I just wanted to let you know.
I should know better. Because I know that matters. Hey, he wants to know what you, I'm telling them, what do you stream?
I stream games.
Okay.
all the time.
Are you going up there to stream?
Soon. I want to come kind of hang out with you now.
Your fave Asian is gonna come and hang out with me? What the fuck?
Just for like 5-10 minutes before I go.
Alright. So tell me your streaming experience. How long have you been doing it?
When did I start using your computer, Nick?
Oh, it's been like, was it since November or something like that? Maybe before that?
Because I know I started like trying this stream, and then it really didn't get big till I lost my job. So
They're asking you questions, by the way. And I need to get in the fridge.
yeah, geez, Mom,
God, get out of the way!
get in the fridge already.
we joke around a lot here at the house. Oh, I need to cut up cheddar slices. You know what? Come over here.
Yeah.
This is here. Here. I'll put you here.
Okay. I'll put this seat.
No. I want that chair.
You want this
I
chair?
want that stool. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll sit
So, how
here.
long have you been streaming? They want to know what kind of games you stream. You can answer their questions while I'm doing this.
Tiger Mom is untrue. Are you a tiger mom?
Don't know what that means.
It means you're one of those moms who likes to strut her stuff.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know if
I'm
I strut my stuff like that.
No, I mean like cheetah pants, and then you got the workout like long sleeve jacket on. You got the headband.
What do you guys think? Am I a tiger mom?
I've never even heard of that term before.
I don't know. Is that for real? Is that really what? Is it your description, you have fave Asian, or is it their description?
I'm trying to work with what I got.
I'm talking about. I don't know what that means, so somebody needs to explain that.
Or did you mean cougar?
Cougar? Cougar is a woman that is with younger men. It doesn't really necessarily mean anything about the way they dress.
Well, that would be.
No, a cougar is a woman who goes and hits on various amounts of men, and then a woman who's older age and just dates a younger guy is just a MILF.
I believe.
Okay.
Your mom's definition. I think that sounds accurate.
Which one?
Your definition. An older woman dates a younger.
MILF. But you know, there sometimes it can be derogatory, so let's keep it clean.
But she has
Because my boyfriend is younger,
she has
and
to
I've
be
dated
attractive,
younger men. So
Yeah, geez, Mom, that's a sin against God. God.
I've dated older men and I've dated younger men. So I don't know. Obviously, Nick is younger, so.
By the way, Joey asked me what games. I play Dead by Daylight. I play Call of Duty. If you go into my channel, you'll see like a whole list I have of what you want to do and stuff and what you want to choose. By the way, that's her burger. Those are really good. What do you put on those again?
He also plays Hello Kitty Island Adventure.
Oh yeah,
Hello Kitty, are you being serious?
my brother,
Sorry, laugh
he
at me.
uploads Fortnite videos. That's what my brother does. He plays
I
Fortnite.
have no idea if you guys are joking or not. Obviously, I'm not watching what you guys play, and
Yeah, geez,
sometimes
Mom.
you guys mess around and shit.
Mom doesn't even watch me game. How dare her?
How dare I have watched.
I gotta put the collar on you.
I have watched you stream.
Yeah, you have. I'm not good at that. You want a cutting board?
No, I want this plate. It's fine.
Okay. I need to get a haircut. I'm gonna long my hair.
Your hair is getting long, and we need to get you in for a haircut if you want one.
Yeah, Joey, I might totally play Hello Kitty now on stream. That's a new idea. Oh, Nick, do you remember when Club Penguin was still a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy just said I used to play Club Penguin every day. I love that game.
These are additionally thick slices of cheddar cheese, guys. That we, whoops, that's a little thin.
You wanna help?
Let me, no, I'm gonna go ahead and cut these, but thank you. Why don't you, there's probably some questions, or share more about you and your experience on streaming.
Those were the days. Oh, yes, they were. You know what were the days? When you had 4 people in a single bedroom all playing Halo on the same fucking big ass TV on an original Xbox One. You just see a bunch of sweaty ass teenagers just
Jesus.
all laying around, one on the floor because the other guys didn't leave them a spot. Smells like teen spirit. That's what my dad says. Teen spirit.
Sounds like something.
Yeah. So, what people used to do, he's talking about, Mom, is they used to have what are called LAN parties.
Lamb or land?
LAN.
Land.
So, what that means is like a bunch of people would come together who like love the game, and they would have tournaments with each other in the same room.
Oh, okay.
Like community-made tournaments.
Sounds like fun.
Oh yeah. How much money you think like a top player of Halo probably could have made back in the day, Nick? Like
This is what,
huge
This
money
is what
from
we
those
want.
tournaments. You think maybe?
It wouldn't be as much as tournaments get now.
Like CS:GO right now is the biggest one for tournaments, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to piss off my mom, Joey. Why are you saying?
pissing our moms off. Not me.
Oh, he means pissing our
Moms.
moms off in general.
Yeah, other moms. I'm making you guys your burger.
Are you making stream burgers? That's a lot of burgers.
5. Okay, that's good.
Joey, do you want a burger?
I think Joey would love to have a burger.
We'll send you one through the mail. It might not taste as good, but it'll be there.
Oh man.
He wants a burger.
You want the burger?
Yeah.
All right.
How do you like your burgers done, Joey? I like mine medium rare. I'm a medium rare regular person. I'm here finishing McDonald's. Oh, I know how retail jobs go, so that must be tough. Are you a kitchen or register person? Oh no, 3 people left. They didn't like your stream anymore.
That's alright.
I like them well done like a hockey puck.
Like a hockey puck. No way, man. We are rare to medium rare in this house. Don't be coughing on the food.
I coughed away. I'm not trying to purposely cough on your food. God.
Jeez.
Carter, stop sabotaging.
Right into the crust. Into the crust.
Well, yeah, Joe, you should answer me. Are you a kitchen person or a register person at McDonald's? I like my steaks medium rare. Oh, well, there you go. So he does like something medium rare.
I like mine medium rare, even blue is even better.
goes. I'll
Blue?
see
Did
if
you
that-
just say blue?
Yes, blue.
What is that?
Isn't it blue called blue bear?
It's a gray glow rare. It's almost borderline raw.
It's purple.
Oh, you work non-profit? Oh, that's cool. So I sit in front of my computer all day. This guy's got a non-profit, Nick, and then he plays WoW on the standby all day because he works from home.
Man, that's such a hard job. I couldn't do that.
Oh, no, Nick definitely couldn't do that.
All right, and these burgers are ready. We'll get to show you guys what they look like. I'm slicing up these other.
She made him just for you, Joey.
Oh, don't. That's a tease. Oh, if Joey was here, of course he would have a burger. Oh man, you know when you get down to like this little itty bit left, and you have to slice
You're
a thick
having
slice.
such a hard time. Do you
Oh, man.
want me to help you?
I'm almost done. But thank you. Okay. I know someone that likes to eat these slices by themselves, like big slices of cheese over there.
Who's that?
Be careful.
I know, I'm doing my best not to like.
I saw your fingers there. I was like, don't go down yet.
I know. I'm going very slow here. So I don't cut. Man, I can't get a good cut on this. It's just going to have to break. So, being your a experienced Twitch streamer now,
Oh yeah, so experienced.
are you in, I know you're enjoying it.
I am.
I know you're learning a lot, so tell me some of the things that you think that you have really learned. Because I'm watching you, like,
I've learned more that I need to, like, one thing at the beginning is like a lot of people don't think about is like if you're gonna try to make it to affiliate like where me and you are, for example, you need to be able to keep up and talk to people. And
you have to communicate
and
with
read your
the-
chat.
read your chat and really communicate with them, engage with
never
them.
forget to read your chat.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Multitask.
Your channel icon is dope. Gave you a follow. Thank you, Joey. I love it. One of my friends from Discord hand drew it and stuff, and I love it now. She made it just for my Discord and Twitch channel.
Nice. Nice.
He just said the word bruh, and it gave him a chat rules.
What?
It's
Really?
for hate speech. Your
I don't think
chat
we
rules.
have bruh is on the
Look, see,
list.
he said, look, see, he said
I know, but
bruh.
we get to control.
Yeah, be kind, Joey. Don't say those words. Those are bad words, Joey. You don't get no burger if you say bad
Alright.
words like that.
These burgers are nice and bleeding, so they're like ready. They're gonna be either like rare to medium rare. And I want you to cut yours.
Dude, it timed Joey out.
What?
Oh.
What do you mean to time them out?
Reason, stop spamming caps. He put his stuff in caps.
Oh.
So what's the timeout?
Oh, he's back. Never mind.
It's probably like a minute or something.
5 seconds.
Oh, that's not bad.
5 seconds. That's
But it deleted all of his messages.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
Aw.
you did set that as the rule.
I did.
Yeah, for no spam.
Why is your icon the lumpy? Yeah, legend. I'm right here. You can talk to me. I'm not like, you know, in the same room or something with you.
He doesn't want to talk right now.
Well, I can't, you know. I can't answer that question.
All right, it's bloody, boys. This is
Boys.
a bloody burger. Carter, I'm gonna have you open yours up and put it up to the camera
Oh wow.
and show them,
I
like with your
feel so
fork.
special.
Okay.
I need a knife so I can cut it
Can
open.
you open it with that one or no?
With what
Here.
knife?
No, I mean with the fork you have.
Oh, well I'm saying it'd be way better, and I need a knife anyways.
All right, let's do. Wait, you need to do it over here by the
No, I'm gonna
over here for a minute. Do it right here.
Chill. It's
Yeah.
a burger.
I know, but they
chill.
can't see it behind the chat.
I was gonna open it and show them.
Oh, nice. Oh, that looks. Okay, this is rare. This is rare. Some of you
this
may not
is-
like this.
This is
Right.
like if you like burgers, like not done.
It's a rare
Yeah, it's still really
burger.
good though.
It's good. Okay.
You don't like it moving to you?
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
You don't,
Alright.
what? You don't like it moving to you? Okay.
Yeah, no, Mom, you might have needed to cook them a little longer, actually.
It's not good enough for you? It's
No, I'm
too
saying
purple?
because, like, if it's that rare,
Yeah,
then
do you want me
that's
to throw
the
it back
point
on?
where it's, I'm not, like, trying to complain. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not saying that you're complaining at all.
No, it's
I'll
fine.
never make a burger for you again.
It's fine.
Just kidding.
It's okay.
Is it good or not?
Yeah.
Well, you just said to throw it back on.
No, I was just telling you next time. That's way too
I
much.
can throw it back on. He doesn't like it that rare.
No, I was just saying.
Just kidding.
He hates my food.
Oh! I'm gonna throw yours back on too, Reg. Since
I'm just saying raw burger don't do that well.
that's not good for you.
It's not good for anybody, Mom. It's like I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can eat rare burger.
I know, but pure red meat is not. It's not good for you. I'm not saying you can't eat it
Why do you say it's not good for you?
because it's pure red meat before you cook it off.
You can eat it. You're gonna risk a little bit more, stuff, but you can eat it like raw. There are raw burgers out there. Chingy chopsticks.
Like the outside looks wonderful, but that inside. Does that thing look up? See, Joey
Cook it longer.
is agreeing with me.
Dude, that looks alive.
That's what I'm saying.
Like the outside looks wonderful, but the
I'm
inside,
legend.
haha.
I'm antisocial.
I think it is. All right, well, it's back in the pan, guys. We're gonna cook it a little bit more. Oh shit! I have to make. Oh fuck! I have to make the stuff for. I can't be messing around, guys. I have to make the filling for the lemon bar crust.
The feeling.
The filling. We cannot be messing around right now, people. You engage with the chat while I do what I have to do on this.
The room smells like those green waffles from the sandwich shop near the pho restaurant.
Oh, those are good. It's the crust. Okay. So I need to make this filling. And we don't want to overcook the burgers. So I'm just going to turn it off because it's already... Okay, we need to make 4 times, remember guys. Okay.
Yes, Joey, pho is amazing. Pho is
We're going to add...
life.
Oh, we got to do 12 eggs because we're quadrupling the recipe. Oh God, I hope these eggs are not like broken. What?
It gave him another hate speech.
What?
Joey, don't say pho. That's a bad word. Don't say pho in stream. In chat.
Dang.
Can't say spot.
It gave him a hate speech after he said
What the heck?
Damn, you're
why it has that. Really, I don't.
Your cheese raw.
I don't have that on there. We need a dozen eggs, guys. Pronto. Pronto. No shells. Okay. Seven. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. Okay, let's check on your burgers now. Okay. Alright, let's see if this one's better. You can show the chat, see what you think.
Yeah, show the chat.
Show the chat. Alright, I think you guys will be happier with me.
No, Mom, I wasn't trying. Jeez, I was just trying
Okay,
to
let's see.
help you.
This is more of a
That's better.
medium
That's way better.
burger. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you need this? I already have a fork.
Oh. Okay. Here. Argent.
Legs.
Lean.
Legend what?
Rashkin. Rashkin.
Him.
Okay. Legend Blue. Okay, I need to focus on this because this crust is coming out of the oven and this needs to be ready. Okay, 12 eggs, juice, and 3 lemons. So we're doing a lot of lemon in this. A lot. We like it lemony.
Lemon?
Yeah, lemony.
Yeah, it does smell like those big waffles.
Lemony. I think that might be. We're gonna taste it. We'll taste it and see what we think, guys. Okay. 2/3 of a cup of confectioner swerve. So, the new bag. Okay. I need to take that out.
Oh,
And we need to leave the bake on. Okay. I put it over here on the counter already. Wow, it got really baked this time. Maybe too baked, you guys. So,
It got big.
oops, baked.
big.
Oh, baked.
Got really baked. Okay.
So it's
2/3 cup of swerve.
nice and golden brown.
Yes, it is. But we need it 4 times the recipe. 1. Two.
and 4. Okay. And then we need just less than a cup of almond flour. So we need a lot of the almond flour again. 4 of these.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, is it good? You didn't complain like, you know, your fave Asian over
Yeah,
here.
Carter. Oh, what are you looking at?
Okay, Mom. So take what you just served me before to a restaurant, and then come back and then tell me the same thing.
She will. I will.
Okay, Mom?
Okay. Let's see where we at.
This is some sort of cult. There's like blood around it.
Oh. You want me to show you everybody the plate?
It's
How
okay.
bloody it is?
Mom, are you a part of a cult?
Yeah. Part of a cult.
No.
Okay. Mixing all these together. Okay, watch out. This could get on your food. Just saying.
I'm almost done, so it's okay.
Okay. It's supposed to be a pretty wet batter. Oh, did you see that? It's like it has a cover on it or something. Oh, wow. It's splattering.
Might want to get one of those stand mixers.
Maybe I'll
if
just
you
like
ever got
whisk it
one.
like this. Because it's just like too... Okay, I want to taste it before it goes onto this crust. Because, sorry, did I get you?
No.
It has raw egg in it, but I need to taste it. I think it needs more lemon. So we're going to do more lemon. Let's taste it again. That's good. That's good. Okay. All right.
Let me give you a hug.
No, you can't.
Okay.
Let's cool down. You
I'll
going up
never
the
give
stream?
you
You
a
want to say
hug
bye to
again.
everybody?
That is what
Yourself?
I,
Never
since-
give you a hug again.
that is what I call illegal.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'll just never get a hug again.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So that one should be.
It's spilling on this thing. A little
That's
bit.
okay. Should be a pretty good one. All right. Now, oh, I know what it was. I think I wasn't supposed to cook that long. Maybe it was this one that I was supposed to bake for 25 minutes.
What are you doing?
Okay, I have learned how to do that again. Okay. Have the bite? Bite? Of the burger? Just give me your fork. Sorry, was I taking like the biggest bite ever?
No.
I like that with the barbecue sauce. Pretty good. Pretty good. That burger is good. You like it?
Yeah.
Does it taste like the other ones I've made? Okay. Okay, this cheese is going in there for the other burgers when you guys want to cook more. Alright. Okay, I need to sit down for a minute. Whew, it's warm. I think we're done with these ingredients. We're just okay, which eggs in these are still good? Okay. Sounds alright. Okay. Eggs in one container broke, so I'm just taking out the ones that are still good and switching them out. Alright, the rest are going in the pot.
It's
Okay.
already affected my legs.
Oh, good. Well, that's a good thing.
Yes, no.
Okay. I'm gonna start putting these things away. Waiting for the final lemon bars. Those lemon bars, and then one more serving of lemon bars to make. Okay, this. What else? This needs to. Eggs. Okay. It's okay.
We are just continuing to make food here. Yeah, Fave Asian went upstairs to do his stream. The lemon bars are in the oven, and then another set of lemon bars will be going. Add to the grocery, eggs, almond flour, Swerve, and
Swerve.
that's like the sugar replacement. It's very sweet.
You wouldn't even know that.
You wouldn't even know that it could possibly be a sugar replacement because it's so incredibly yummy.
I think Sally Joe should make keto-friendly cookies.
We have the ingredients. We can just replace anything that has sugar with Swerve. Okay. Okay, we still need that. Take all these items and put them in the sink. Be careful with the knives. Never mind. So we can't play that video, but we probably could play the audio and then stop and discuss, can't we?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. You want to come over here and join me? Oh, I mean, like, obviously not on camera, you won't be, but...
So, hot topic, guys. I'm going to let McSniper read the title of this audio to you, and then we will play it and discuss.
You want me to read it now?
Sure. Let's
Let me see here. Hold on.
Okay, I'm going to put the microphone a little closer.
It is why girls continually fail to understand their roles.
Why girls continue to fail that, is that right?
Continually fail to understand
Their roles. Wow. Now, if I was a young, immature, emotionally immature girl, I might look at that title and be kind of offended by it.
Mm-hmm.
Because why do you think that would be the case? Do you think it's in any way kind of I mean, we just don't know better. It kind of sounds condescending, like we have a role that we better fit into.
Well, I think nowadays women or girls, because, I don't think mentally a lot of these women have matured to have, thoughts of what mature women are. I think they might find it sexist.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they might
Sexist?
find it sexist these days because they're taught that's this goes against the grain from where they learn it, which could be through academia, it could be through their household. I mean, there's numbers of ways that they could develop this belief as to I don't have to do anything.
As if, like, females have come pretty far advanced in the modern world to be able to have a voice, to be able to vote, to be able to drive, to be able to work. And then the title like this, why women continually fail to what is it?
Continually fail to know their roles.
Know their roles. As if we have roles. It's already going into possibly, yeah. It is a deep topic, by the way, Joey. And so, I personally, like I said earlier in the stream, the younger me, would have probably read that and been like, oh, we have a role. We better fit into a mold. It's probably some man saying that we need to be in an old-fashioned role. We need to be barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen cooking for our man. We shouldn't be have as much education as the man, a good job like a man, be outside of the house basically, taking care of the kids and cooking and cleaning is what my old younger self would have thought. Okay? And I probably would have immediately gone into like, oh great, what am I going to be listening to that is chauvinistic, sexist? However, the more mature me now has a very, very different perspective in understanding males and females. And me personally, I'm not going to speak for all women out there. I'm definitely going to say I definitely find more balance in being able to and enjoy cooking and nurturing you guys and providing to you guys in a different way. And so as I've matured, I think the more feminine side of me tends to like that, and it keeps me calmer and more peaceful than the masculine side of me. When I'm in the workplace, and I've been self-employed for 25 years, the masculine side of me comes out in business, and then it kind of like goes into these gray shades. when I come home. And I still can't necessarily get out of that masculine role so easily. And I don't like that. I actually think I kind of prefer being in a predominantly feminine role. And I'm not saying that I don't like being in my masculine role. It just is more comfortable for me to be in a feminine role and get into a feminine role if I stay in it. But when I'm in my masculine role, it's like when I come home from a work situation or something like this, it makes me feel like I still am in a masculine role. And I think that's where competition between men and women, that can cause a problem in a relationship. And anyway, Joey Dark Matter, I missed this so much. That's why I was drawn to this channel. We really have nothing in common, but I love how you're so willing to dive into topics. Missed you guys. Oh, I'm glad you're here. So, McSniper and McSniper once in a while will come across a podcast or something he watches on YouTube. And he'll share it with me because he knows my perspective is very similar to his. And I think that women and men should have, everyone has a choice in how they show up in a relationship. But I really think that there are a lot of young women that are being led and taught to be this independent woman where you don't need a man. Okay. And yet they want someone in their lives, and they don't know why they're screwing up that opportunity. They don't know why things are going wrong on dates. They don't know why they can't get into a relationship. And I think men in society are feeling... I think men, actually, you guys have a more, for the most part, a clear path of what you want, but you're getting like hammered by females that are saying you're being sexist and chauvinistic, and I disagree with that. I disagree mostly with that. I think that men are, for a lot of men are getting kind of brushed under the rug, I guess.
More like thrown under the bus.
Thrown under the bus. That's probably even better.
Yeah.
Thrown under the bus. So we wanted to kind of play this audio. We are going to pause it in between when we have something to say. This comes from a podcast, and if you could share again who's doing this podcast. I don't know much about him, but maybe share who's doing it and how much you know about this individual.
Well, I think it's a couple of guys. I don't really know their names, but the podcast is called Fit and Fresh, and they usually tackle these kind of topics, you could say, as outside of like fitness and nutrition and all that stuff. So I just recently discovered it myself. I stumbled upon it from another podcast I listened to. So that's my experience so far with it.
Okay. I'm gonna get myself something to. I need something to drink. I've been cooking for the last few hours. Yeah. Too much ice. Okay, so you want to go ahead and start playing it and kind of making sure everybody. Make sure there's no more comments before.
How would I do that?
Kill all men is now something feminists have come up with. It says chingy chopsticks.
Oh Jesus!
No,
That's
we don't
extreme.
want that.
That's
I
extreme.
love men. I love men.
All right, how would I?
No, let's just play it through the audio.
Oh,
and then,
through this?
And then up on the microphone. Yeah, because we're not going to play the actual video.
Okay.
Because we are going to obviously put this on my YouTube, so I don't.
Hold on, my phone is struggling to.
Your plug is right there too.
I have enough battery. It's just it's being stupid right now.
Okay.
Here, I'll just get out of out of the stream, and then I'll play the video.
Joey, I don't know why they keep like why mod keeps like possibly taking your comments out, because I'm reading that one that says you missed this so much about this channel.
All right.
I don't know what's up, Joey, but I'm reading your comments. The rest of the chat may not be able to. Okay, you ready?
Hold on. I have to get through an ad on this.
Okay.
Fucking ads. Let me rewind.
So intimidated by the idea of coming home to a independent woman.
We're not intimidated. It's
I
a
would
headache.
think that an independent woman, like independence, is an attractive quality.
Can they
No.
hear it?
How would you define independence?
I mean, in
When they
simple
hear it.
terms, a woman who doesn't need a man but wants a man and wants to be also. I mean, I could provide in my own ways, and the man will provide in his own ways. However that dynamic works, it'll work.
Okay, so you said a woman who doesn't need a man but wants a man.
Yeah.
So like, what do you mean by like? I'm trying to understand what you mean by
No,
that.
I mean, I'm not a child. I don't need a parent. You know, I want to be in a partnership. I want somebody who will.
When I
If,
go like
if
that,
I'm
pause.
younger than him, for example, I want him to strive to.
Pause.
Yep.
Okay.
When I go like that, just pause. Sorry to point my finger at you.
Sure.
It'll be something because of what the chat is saying. You guys, please jump into the conversation, and we'll pause as we go along. So right away, and I don't know the context of the prior conversation. This is a clip of 15 minutes of, I think, a longer conversation, right? I think that's what I was reading. And she's already getting defensive because she's saying she doesn't need a parent. So she's already thinking that if she's independent, then she doesn't need a parent, which I think are two completely different
She's already.
situations.
She's already looking.
defensive.
Yeah, she's already looking at her partner as a parent. That's a terrible way to come. Come into a relationship with that in your mind. You know.
Yeah, she's already coming into it as if this person's going to take control of her life, tell her what to do, discipline her if she doesn't do the right thing, possibly punish her, and they're going to control her. Okay? So she's claiming in order not to have that happen, she has to be independent. Okay.
To raise me to his level. Just like I feel like top tier men are drawn to people who they want to be their peers eventually. They like lifting people up, and I think that in a relationship it should be the same.
Well, I think for me, I think you're viewing it as a woman. I think it's hard to view it as a man. I think it's a reality thing because there's certain things that you value that men wouldn't value. So, for example, let's say you make 200.
I agree. I think that a lot of women today, I'm not talking about every woman, I think a lot of women today think that a man wants the traits of a man, and so the woman needs to step up and be a provider and act in a role as a man. And I can see why some of these things happen because I was raised by a single mom at 14 years old. I have a lot of friends that were raised by single women. I have been a single mom throughout many years. And so women start taking on a very masculine role when they are a single parent. And then if they're raising daughters as a single mother, they're seeing that lady, that woman, that role model, their mother has to be very strong.
Yeah.
And is not depending on a man for what she needs and wants.
Right.
Okay, so let's just wait a second because I want to see where these are. Oh, good. Lemon bars, guys.
Deep discussions and food.
You guys like that? I think this is going to be probably the new way of my channel. Remember we were talking about? I think that's good.
Something, yeah.
Okay, so let me set this out, you guys. Hold on just a second. Okay, do you have something to say about that, McSniper?
Yeah, I agree. It's they're I can see them learning this through the household, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
These girls are learning it from their mothers. They're single mothers. So it's a single household. They're seeing through them like, oh, well, my mom did this, so this is what I need to do.
Yeah, I need to be strong and independent and not rely on a man. Right? So it's being learned from somewhere. It may not even be their mother. It may be society and this rise of independent women, feminism, all that kind of stuff in society. And so it's coming from there. All right, let's play it some more.
$1,000 a year, right? And your man made $50,000 a year. You would
Go back
eventually
10
want
seconds,
him to get there.
10 seconds.
Yeah, because